As I was on my way to do what I would consider to be one of the craziest things I've ever done, which is traveling to Thailand by myself for 2 weeks without knowing anyone and knowing a few basic Thai phrases, I had a layover in Hamad International Airport, located in Doha, Qatar, for a few hours. The 11-hour flight to get here from Boston actually wasn't too bad, as I paid extra to get a seat with more legroom and I slept for most of the journey. Finding my way from the gate we landed at to the center of the airport took some work, but once I did, I was excited to explore this green space they called the Orchard. According to the airport website, it is a 6,000 square meter area with over 300 trees and 25,000 plants. Being a tropical garden, it was rather warm and humid, and it would have been nice to pass out here for a few hours. But I did my best to get my steps in and capture some footage before looking for a bathroom where I could freshen up a bit and brush my teeth and whatnot before having to spend another 6 or so hours on a plane to Bangkok. Once I landed in Bangkok, it wasn't too bad getting through customs and security, despite all of the horrors the internet tried to make me believe. I didn't take too many pictures or videos on that day, as I just traveled for nearly 24 hours straight, and now I was 12 hours into the future because of time zones. So, I expected my sleep schedule to be all degrees of broken and opted to keep it light. I found my way to my hotel and then found a food court in this 8-ish story mall and had the obligatory mango sticky rice as my first Thai meal. I had this table to myself and a group of 4 Thai asked if they could sit with me. They were curious about me and my trip, where I was going, some odd questions about taxation, and some other non-political things about the United States. They even gave me some of the food they ordered. The whole experience was pretty wild. Thai people really are super friendly. Food here is so cheap. My average meal on this trip ended up being about $2 or $3. You can get a 10-piece bucket of KFC for $6 on Tuesdays, or 22 chicken fingers for $6 on Thursday. There's no way you can beat that pricing. I expected on my first day here to feel overwhelmed by differences in culture, how society operates, and being in the minority, but none of these things actually fazed me in reality. It turns out that my biggest issue was the heat. I was sweating profusely in the 85-degree weather, and I was in dire need of a shower and a change of clothes. However, I couldn't check in for a few hours, so I opted to master the subway system and take a trip to Chinatown. That's dope. All right, let me give you a quick tour of this hotel room I got. It's a little weird right off the bat. You actually have to put your key card in this little slot here. And then you have the option to do not disturb or make up the room. But it turns out you can't even operate the lights unless this card is in there. So that's kind of neat. Typical bathroom setup. Although this one comes with a drinking fountain on the side. So we'll see how well that goes. Water, tea, whatnot. That's nothing. I have a closet that lights up and comes with slippers. Say what? Seems kinky. I don't know. Looks like an iron holder without the iron. I don't know what's going on there. A couple hooks. Yeah, big ass bed, some lamps, sofa. Let's see what we got a view of here. Nothing. Womp womp. But yeah, I don't know. The ceiling is, I can't jump and touch it, so it's pretty tall. And it's very spacious. This is definitely bigger than my first apartment. And yeah, so this is a 4-star hotel at $50 a night gets you. All right, I got to shower really badly. I stink. All right, I'm off to do a tour to see the Grand Palace and Wat Arun and Wat Pho. This is me just, I got off the subway maybe like 5 minutes ago, so I'm just walking to the meeting point for this tour. I'm still about like, I don't know, at least a half hour early, so I may just tool around for a little bit, but I figure I'd let you see the sights and sounds of this walk in downtown Bangkok. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's been a decent trip so far. I was about to say that I'm surprised it doesn't smell worse than it does, but I just got a good whiff of trash right there. Watching these guys drive at night is maniacal. It's fine. Crossing the street is always a little wild. There's like no regard to the rules of the road. There might not even be rules of the road. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like whenever I cross, I have to make sure that someone else is crossing with me, almost holding my hands. Go around this. This thing off to my right here I believe is the grounds for the Grand Palace. So, one of the things I'll be checking out today. Should be pretty dope. It seems to be one of the sights to see around here. Some tuk-tuks. Haven't ridden one of these yet. Not sure I want to be honest. Not 100% sure where the meeting spot is. I'm just like walking, going with the vibes. I gotta be pretty darn close. But like I said, I'm like at least a half hour early, so I think I'm just gonna tool around for a little bit and snap some shots and go from there, I guess. Oh yeah, there's I believe the Grand Temple in the back there. Some lovely ladies. What do we got going on here on the left? Oh, the Queen of Thailand passed away recently. Not sure if she was the Queen or maybe the grandmother or a famous political figure. So they're celebrating by putting up these monuments for about a month for people to mourn. So. Not too much action going on the street aside from the traffic, which even still is like not remotely bad compared to the area where my hotel is. Oh, these little trees are cute. I gotta score me a pair of those elephant pants. They look so dope. And probably significantly more comfortable than the jeans I'm currently wearing. I have to wear jeans because the temples have a dress code that you have to cover your shoulders and your knees. So shorts is out of the question. I did bring one pair of jeans with me, but I'm not used to this temperature. It's approximately 85 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And back home on the east coast of the United States, New England, I've already seen snow. So I'm used to like 40-ish, 50-ish. So this is like July weather for me. I can feel myself sweating already, and all I've done is like walk for 15 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna cut this video off to find out where the heck I'm supposed to go and see what other footage I can get for you in the meantime. Yeah, so I'm about 45 minutes early for my tour. I don't think I'm gonna venture too far from the meeting spot. In the 5 minutes it took me from ending the last clip to starting this one, I was solicited by a guy to cancel my tour that I booked and to go with him for a much cheaper price. Obviously, if a deal's too good to be true, then it probably is. But it's kind of funny that all my tours that I booked for this trip, I did so on a site like Get Your Guide or Viator or Klook. They're all reputable online sources for day trips and whatnot. So Given that a random sus guy wants me to go with him instead, it's kind of hilarious. So, not really sure what's going on here. Let's see if I can zoom in a little. But I don't know. Yeah, so my meeting spot's in this building. I'll go inside later, but figure definitely want to pick myself up a hat at some point. Oh, heck yeah. Get me some elephant pants at some point. Saw them in the mall for like 430 baht. These ones are, which is approximately like 13 bucks. Not a bad deal. But it's kind of crazy that I'm seeing stuff here for 100 baht, 200 baht, which is about $3 to $6 respectively. So yeah, 40 baht for a coconut drink, which is about $1. Those are nice. Shops. 10 baht for water, so that's about 30 cents. Oh, it looks like we're by the river. Yeah, it's a pier. See what we can see over there. Oh wow. It's kind of cool. Anyone want a drink of that? Bet you it's high in riboflavin. Very cool. No, thank you. Just got offered a boat tour. I think I'm good for now. Oh, we got some more markets over here, but I want to check out this thing. Google Translate. Pretty wild. Let's keep walking a little bit. Oh, some durian. That's pretty dope. Being near the river is really nice. I'm really enjoying the breeze. Because like I said earlier, I've been sweating like a pig since I've gotten here. $6 for a hat, not bad. Very nice. Take a look at this temple here. Less obstruction from where I was earlier. I'm getting flashbacks of The Last of Us 2 with that whistling. Yeah. I don't think there's much more to see in this direction. Ooh, I found my friend. I don't know if he's coming out right there, but there is a kitty cat. Let's go say hello. It's important to get to meet with the locals. Get that cultural experience. Hi, little baby. Little cutie. Yeah. Not gonna touch them or anything because there's a lot of animals out here that as much as you want to pet them, they might have diseases of some sort, or rabies. That, and I'm not 100% sure, like, if I kept walking in that direction, where I would end up. So I'm just gonna stay with the little amount of street that I know. Yeah. I booked a day tour of the highlights of central Bangkok, the Grand Palace, Wat Pho, and Wat Arun. There were tour guides everywhere, and the Grand Palace was especially busy as Thailand is currently mourning the loss of their Queen Mother Sirikit, and people were there to pray and pay their respects. We weren't allowed around that part of the Grand Palace complex, but there was plenty to see and do, even without having access to where the royalty lives or where their remains are kept. The tour was fast-paced, but it covered so much ground. I didn't really retain any of the fun facts or history lessons from the tour, as the group was pretty big. I believe there was 22 of us, and it was challenging to stay together as a group when there were just so many people everywhere. But alas, I managed to snag a lot of pictures and so many videos that I'll interject some information where I can. The Grand Palace is a sprawling, majestic complex that has been the official residence of the kings of Siam, and later Thailand, since 1782. Its most sacred area is the Temple of the Emerald Buddha, which houses the highly revered but small statue of the Emerald Buddha. The entire complex is a breathtaking display of opulent Thai artistry, golden spires, and intricate designs.
They make the same size,
half man, half bird.
together. 22 people, huh?
里面呢，如果它一开门就是这样，里面就是。
There is a small-scale replica of Cambodia's Angkor Wat, located within the Grand Palace complex in Bangkok. It was built during the reign of Thai King Rama IV to showcase the region's cultural connections and historical ties, serving as a unique historical curiosity for visitors.
Damit diesen Hosen haben, das ist so.
You can't take pictures or videos inside the Temple of the Emerald Buddha, so here's the best I could do from just outside. Phra Thanang Chakri Mahaprasad is a blend of Thai traditional architecture and a combination of 19th century European styles. It serves as a venue for royal ceremonies, state functions, and housing royal relics, a prime example of Thailand's fusion of East meets West design. Once outside of the Grand Palace, it was time to take a tuk-tuk to Wat Pho, also known as the Temple of the Reclining Buddha. Driving in these parts is at a whole other level. Thank you. That was wild. Wat Pho is famous for its colossal 46-meter-long reclining Buddha statue, which is covered in gold leaf and features stunning mother-of-pearl inlays on his feet. It is one of the city's oldest and largest temples and is considered the birthplace of traditional Thai massage. The scene at Wat Pho was a lot tamer than at the Grand Palace, which I kind of appreciated. There weren't as many things covered in gilded gold, but at least I felt like I could take pictures and whatnot without having to wait for a herd of people to pass by, so they didn't mess up my shot. I saw one girl with a giant Buddha statue tattoo on her back, so yikes.
Walking and standing. So this Buddha sitting and point the finger down on the floor. Yeah, down to the floor is mean the Sapturi Mala. When the our Buddha almost and slightly under the walking and
The third temple complex of the day was Wat Arun. Also known as the Temple of Dawn, it is situated on the opposite bank of the Chao Phraya River. It is celebrated for its distinctive towering central spire that is intricately decorated with thousands of pieces of colorful porcelain and seashells. It is particularly beautiful at sunrise and sunset, and its unique design makes it one of Bangkok's most recognizable landmarks. There are a lot of people here dressed up in traditional Hindu attire. I'm not sure if there was a special occasion or if there was a rental shop nearby offering one heck of a sale, but there were a lot of umbrella girlies doing photo shoots. These steps were steeper than your normal stairs, and shorter too. While going up them wasn't too bad for me, I had to be careful going down them because one slip and you are toast. While doing my research, Wat Arun was the location I was most hyped about on this tour, but kind of fell flat to me. The crowds were a bit much, and the narrow corridors meant I was constantly stopping to allow people to take selfies. That is, until I stopped caring about ruining their shots and just did my thing. The final stop of the day was through a flower market. There's not much to report here other than I've pretty much had enough at this point and wanted to go back to the hotel. I was still acclimating to the heat and to the time difference. I booked 6 day tours on this 2-week trip, and although this tour was okay, it was also the quote-unquote worst tour of the bunch. It was fine and it's great for culture and temple buffs, but the other tours I've booked just turned out to be that much better. It's worth doing if you have 4 or 5 hours to kill, but there's no real reason to do it more than once. After the tour, I found my way back to the mall with the food court and ate some dirt cheap Thai cuisine and turned in for the night. This was my second night in Bangkok, and though I wanted to see how wild the nightlife could be, instead I had to prepare myself for tomorrow's adventures. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next episode.